doing well. Today I'm so excited because we are doing another Flower Nose haul. This is the Shell's Jewel collection from Flower Nose. Different from my usual Flower Nose unboxings, today I'm not unboxing the products. I will do a first impression, trying them onto my face, doing a haul and a review and a makeup tutorial in one. So here are the beautiful products. I'm sorry this video came out a bit late. I was really looking forward to filming this, but when Flower Nose sent me this collection, I also ordered products by myself. I ordered another palette from this collection that I want to also compare and show you guys. I ordered the 03 palette over a week ago and they still haven't sent it out, so I can't include that palette in my video. It's okay, let's play with what I have here. The first product we have is a primer. This collection came out with 3 primers, which is a bit unusual compared to the other collections. They came out with a purple primer, a green primer, and a peachy toned primer. If you guys are new to makeup, purple neutralizes yellowness, so you guys can use it to brighten up your complexion, get a more cool toned finish and cancel out the yellowness. Green neutralizes redness, so if you have a lot of red spots or your skin gets red easily, you can use a green primer before putting on foundation to neutralize the redness. And the peachy colored one can be used on any occasion to a more healthy complexion. Color correcting primers are not new on the market. You can find them from many different brands, but they are new for Flower Nose, so I was really excited to try it out, and I did put this on before foundation. I got the purple one. Let me show you guys. I think the packaging is super pretty, especially the cap here. They put such a cute little shell detail on it with 2 stars and a pearl. A lot of thought was put into it. I love buying makeup from brands that love making makeup. So this is what the purple primer looks like. It's actually very pale, and when you blend it out at first, it feels like there's a big white cast, but as you blend it out, it actually neutralizes the yellowness and brightens up your complexion. Look at my hands. Like, you can tell this one looks more cool toned now. This is not a necessity, but if you guys like color correcting, I would recommend this primer. It was very easy to use, it doesn't get stuck in any spots, it was really easy to blend out, looks very natural after I put on the foundation. The formula also doesn't work against my foundation, whereas sometimes when you try new products out, the primer and the foundation doesn't work and then they go against each other and doesn't look good. But this one actually worked in harmony with my foundation very well. I like how my skin looks. Next up, we have a powder. Flower Nose has the prettiest powders. Let me show you guys the previous collections. This is from the Unicorn collection. This is from the Strawberry Cupid collection, literally a strawberry cake. And this is from the Shell's Jewel collection. It looks like a shell music box. They are very pretty and very pleasant to look at. They brighten up my mood. When I do my makeup and I look at pretty makeup like this all the time, it makes me feel very happy, like a princess. The packaging has so much details onto it, like all those little shells and stars, the wavy 3D design. It's not flat, you can rub over it and feel all the texture and the layers. And then we have all these little symbols on it. And instead of the usual 2 pale shades they would bring out, this time they brought out 2 marbled shades. Like you can see, they pressed some yellow, blue, pink and purples together. The face powders are colorful, and I think this will go on your face translucent, but I'm not sure. And then as you lift it up, guys, I'm being very careful. I don't want my nails to dig into the face powder and ruin it. If you guys didn't notice, I got long nails. Normally I like to paint my nails, I grow them out a little bit, but I'm not really a long nail person. I don't do pressed ons, I don't do fake nails. But I saw videos of other girlies unboxing the Shell's Jewel collection, and they have such pretty like shell nails, ocean nails, very pretty nails. So I thought I wanted to do something with my nails as well. My friends gave me some pressed on nails a while ago, and I remember one of them had pearls on it, so I thought, oh, it's a perfect occasion to use it. And then I put the nails out, and the only pair of pressed ons that has the pearls on it looks like this. They are like 3 cm long. They are so uncomfortable when I just put it on. It's a bit better now, but they are still really uncomfortable. I'm still not used to it. Kudos to you girls who can wear long nails and do your daily stuff like it's nothing. So as you lift it up, there's a powder puff down here. This actually feels very fluffy, and also the shape is a little bit different from the usual ones. This was from the Unicorn collection. This is from the Strawberry Cupid collection. And this is from the new Shell's Jewels collection. I love how much details and thoughts they put into their collections. They don't even repeat the powder puffs. They come out with new ones every time. I'm going to rub into it. It's a very light pink. I can't even tell if I'm picking up much products. Let me try it on. Yeah, it's slightly brighter than my skin tone, but it's also very translucent after I blend it out. Skin feels very smooth, it mattifies, but doesn't give you a super matte finish. There is a slight pinkness I can see on this area. You can't maybe see it on camera, but in person, yeah, they come with a slight pinkness to it. It smoothens out my skin, doesn't get stuck anywhere. It actually feels very nice, like there's not even a little bit particles that would get stuck anywhere. So it's very lightweight, very smooth. It smoothens out the skin, slightly mattifies it, sets the makeup. It doesn't have any coverage, but it does give a little bit of pinkiness to it, like it makes your face look a little bit more lively. If you have dry skin, you want something lightweight, something that doesn't dry your skin down, I would totally recommend this. But if you guys are oily skin girlies or girlies who love a powder foundation, something thicker, has more coverage, then this is not it for you. It depends on your skin type and your preferences, and honesty is also very important. I wouldn't tell everyone to go buy everything. So, should we do the blush first or the eyeshadow first? They came out with 3 different eyeshadow palettes this time. 01, which looks exactly like the... I forgot to bring it. The Shell's Jewel collection came out with 3 palettes. The first one looks exactly like the Celestial Castle palette I have. There's like a muted pink, a shimmery shade, and then a cool tone brown. The second palette is a colorful palette this time. We got some blues and pinks, and then there's shimmery and matte shades, so it will be fun to create a look with it. And then the third palette this time is a dark smoky palette with dark grays and dark blues and silvers, I think. I bought that palette to try it out as well because it intrigued me, and then the moment it intrigued me, I kind of searched on it on social media, and then more videos of it would pop up on my For You page, and then it influences me to get it, you know, even so I know I probably won't wear it more than once in a month. I bought it, but it still haven't arrived, so I can only show you guys this palette. So let's talk about Flower Nose formula first. If you guys are new to Flower Nose, their eyeshadow palettes are actually right up my alley. My favorite thing about them is the amount... How do I say this? I like the way they are pressed. You know how some eyeshadow palettes, when they are too loose, when they are pressed too soft, then the moment you dip into it, they will fly around, there will be a lot of loose powders, like Kaleidos and Colourpop. Although I don't hate it, it's just, I just want to bring this up. But if they are pressed too hard, like my Fenty Beauty palette, the moment you dip into it, not much eyeshadow come on the brush, and then you have to go back into it many times to really build it up. That annoys me too. The Flower Nose eyeshadows, they are perfectly pressed. When you dip into it, you get the right amount of product. You can build it up, you just work with it. It's just very easy to work with. I don't need to worry about going back into it many times. I don't need to worry about it being too pigmented and stuck anywhere and I have to blend it out again. So they are beginner friendly, very easy to work with. They have also very pretty shimmery shades that is different in every collection. Like they don't go with one formula, they have many different ones. There's the loose glitter ones, there's the kind of duochrome ones, like you see a pink color in the pen, then you put it on your eyes and it's kind of orange white. They have some metallics, some loose shimmers, some more focused satin colors. It's just all different in every collection. That's what I love about them. You get surprised every time when you buy a palette. Let me swatch the 2 shimmery shades. I have to go into the embossment. Ooh, looks like this. I'm not sure if it's duochrome, but it's definitely a little bit glittery. Our camera doesn't do it justice. There's some flecks of gold and pink and purple. It's actually very pretty. And then the silver one, it's so difficult with long nails. The silver shade also has some pigments of blues and pinks and maybe purples in it, so there's not just purely one color, there's some very pretty reflective glitters in it. Let's try it on. I actually don't know what to do with it. A tip for girlies who bought a colorful eyeshadow palette and don't know what to do with it, take 2 shades. So here we have blue and pink. You take one shade and you put it all over your eyelid, and then you take another shade and use it as an inner corner pop of color or highlight, and then this will create a nice contrast and you have 2-toned eyeshadow look. Let's do pink for the eyelid and then blue for the inner corner pop. How about that? So I'm taking this shade. It actually hurts going into the embossment. Let me blend it all over my eyelids. You see? Very smooth and all the colors all over my eyelids. I put my other Flower Nose collection boxes as decoration in the background. Which collections have you guys bought from and which one's your favorite from Flower Nose? It's very smooth and very easy to work with. They're not the most pigmented eyeshadow, so if that's something you prefer, I don't think you'll like them, but they're more pigmented than other Chinese and Korean eyeshadows that I've tried. It's right up my alley, but everyone have different preferences, so you need to try it out and then see for yourself if you'll like it. I'll take some of this pink as well, or maybe mix them both together. Then going on the lower lash line. Also, I forgot to mention the packaging of the eyeshadow palette. It's also very pretty, all the different details and layers. And for the first time that I've seen from Flower Nose, they did also the 3D printing on the back side of the palette, whereas the other palettes were just flat on the back side. This one have like the shell design as well, so it's really cute. Now I'm going into the pink shimmery shade. Put the shimmery shade on the middle of my eyelid. There's new mirrors coming with this collection, I'll show you guys in a bit. And then we'll dip into a pop of blue. It's a very pretty little baby blue. Oh, very pigmented actually. I don't have a good like inner corner shape to do this kind of pop of color with. I see some other girlies who has a more tear dot kind of inner corner, it looks cuter on them. Did I go overboard or is the eyeshadow very pigmented? And then let's try this. For the first time, Flower Nose brought out little highlighter stick pen eyeshadow pencils. It has two ends. One side is slightly bigger like this. You can use it as like a nose highlight. The other side is a little bit smaller. You can use it on your A-Geo. I tried it out and this one is more of a champagne gold and this one is like a pink gold. I'm going to put the pink one on my inner corner on the lower lash line. You see, it pops. I think that's a very easy to work with product, very cute. You don't need to blend it. Just put it on and then there you have the highlight. Pop of highlight. This kind of highlighting shimmery eyeshadow sticks, A-Geo salt pens are very popular in Asia. You'd see them a lot in Chinese and Korean makeup brands. The very popular Korean one is Too Cool from School pencil. I've seen a lot of K-pop makeup artists use it. The formula of this one is pretty good. The color is very pretty. You can put it on. It's very creamy and smooth. Doesn't feel dry. Doesn't feel like it's going to stuck anywhere. It's a perfect amount of creaminess to it. The only thing after I twist it back, there's like still a little bit of product peeking out on both sides, and that's after I used it. Before it was peeking out even more, so I feel a bit anxious when I put the cap back. I don't want to touch the stick and then, shoot, I almost touched it. So just be careful with it when you just got it. Also, the packaging is a lot bigger. Like this is the usual eyeliner pencil and this one's a lot thicker and bigger and longer. I think the design is very cute though, so I have no problem with it. I did the eyeliner off camera. Now let's do mascara. I'm using the mascara from the last collection when Flower Nose released mascara. Flower Nose has released mascaras twice if I remember correctly. Once for the Chocolate Shop collection and once for Butterfly Cloud Color. This is from the Butterfly Cloud Color collection. I have it in black and I just ordered it in brown because I've never tried the brown mascara before. I have very stubborn, straight and short lashes, so a lot of mascaras has let me down before. I tried this one and I think it's pretty good. It holds my curl, it also separates my lashes very well. I see girls when they show mascaras, they do it like this. Very pretty palette, I had fun playing with it. Now here's a blush, lip gloss, highlighter, and let me show you guys the mirror. Flower Nose always release 3 mirrors for their makeup collections. They're always very pretty, there's not a single mirror that I didn't like. And then, starting from the last Strawberry collection on, they had those ribbons that you can take it off or you put it on and then they add a little cute touch to the mirror. It's very cute, and what I like about them is that if the mirror were to be damaged or dirty, you can take it off instead of being something that always stuck on it and then if it's dirty you can't remove it. This one you can put off very easily. I got the pink one. I think it's super pretty and girly. And the reason I didn't peel them off and use it is because I have many Flower Nose mirrors. I only have 2 laying around in my room and on my makeup table. I don't want to open all the mirrors at once. I feel that's very wasteful. I want to use my mirrors, and if they were to be broken or the handle break off or the mirror part break off, then we'll open a new one. I just find that to be better than opening up all the mirrors. I don't need to use all that many mirrors. I also think the Flower Nose mirrors are perfect gifts for your friend or your daughter or your mother or anyone who is into this kind of girly aesthetics and style. Even if they're not wearing makeup, the Flower Nose mirrors are still give such a princessy vibe. It makes you feel very happy to look through it and use it. I don't think anyone would receive this mirror and go, I don't like it. Now let's do the blush. The blush is kind of my favorite. It's like the main character from all the products. I just find the packaging so cute. This is probably my favorite blush packaging for Flower Nose so far. I really like this I'm not sure what I like about it. Maybe it's a whole combination of this part, of the ribbon on top, of the color. I just think it looks very pretty. Flower Nose sent this to me in PR and I got exactly the shade I want and I would purchase for myself, the shade 05, Strawberry Bubble. I'm not sure how it's called in English. It's a very pretty pink color, and this time the blushes are slightly shimmery, which is something very new to Flower Nose. They always do soft matte blushes. So let's take some of that. When I saw this for the first time, it looks kind of creamy, so I thought this was a cream blush, but it's actually a powder blush. Taking some of the blush brush. This is a brush from this collection. It's like a piece of crystal, which I really like. And then, oh, it's pigmented. The Flower Nose blushes has been controversial because they come out with a lot of shades that are very white based or very light and pale, so they don't suit dark skin tones very well. They try to bring out some regional exclusive shades with every collection so that they can suit a more global market and more makeup lovers around the world, and I think that's very nice and considerate from them, whereas other brands just wouldn't care and just move on with their business. But they're more pigmented than I thought. There's a slight sheen to it, but not like glittery, very thin particles, very smooth. That's too pigmented, let me take some off. Also, I forgot to mention, they usually bring out 2 brushes with every collection. Sometimes they are angled, sometimes they are round, sometimes they are flat. They are always very pretty and they come out in different colors. I think they sell them separately for $15 US. They're like collector's items. I wouldn't say they're necessary because a lot of them are similar, but what I like about them is that if you happen to miss the previous collection or collections that you haven't got the chance to get something from, the next collection will come out with a similar brush, so you don't need to feel like such a shame I didn't get the brush. The next time they will release a similar one anyways. If you purchase from Flawa Nose during their launch events, or you purchase from their valued sets, then usually you would get the brushes for free, which is something that I really like. And if you guys shop from Flawa Nose, you can use my code Palina, which will get you a 5% off discount, and I will earn a small commission. I want to say thank you guys so much for supporting me and using my codes on Flawa Nose. Because of you guys, Flawa Nose recognized me even though I have such a small channel, and they would send me such beautiful makeup products. I'm very grateful and thankful because of you guys' support, and I hope you guys have fun watching my videos, and thank you for supporting me. I'm so happy. Now let's try the highlighter from this collection. This is actually really pretty. So starting from the last collection, they started doing little charms like this that you can hang on your bag or just hang somewhere. And the last time they brought it out in the Strawberry Cupid collection, it was a solid piece of strawberry cake with a solid perfume in it. This time they brought out a shell with a highlighter in it. I'm not sure if this would be a staple and the Flawa Nose would create something like this in every collection, but that would definitely be super cute. So I got this blue highlighter here. Oh, it's kind of like a transparent sheen. It's not those pigmented highlighters, also not those glittery ones. It's just a... Let me try it on. It adds a watery glow. I've seen this from Japanese brands as well. It looks like a blue highlighter, but then when you apply it on, it gives you like a transparent watery glow. It's definitely not a gimmicky highlighter. I can't really swatch it for you guys because it doesn't show up as any color. It just show up like a watery sheen. Like, yeah, even in person, that's a magical highlighter. There's not really any color to it. It's like a, I don't know, magical white sheen. Just looks like water. Blue at all, it just adds a watery glow to it. Let me set my makeup again. I have the AC on in my room, but it's just being so hot these days, and I'm sitting by the window. My skin gets oily again. Now that summer is coming, guys, remember to wear SPF. Take good care of yourself and your skin. Even though it's really hot, you need to turn the AC on, but remember, don't like sit under the direct wind. You can get really sick from the AC. For the final two items, we have the hair clips and the lip gloss. I already put out the hair clips, but I didn't wear it because it's actually very heavy. Guys, it's metal. This hair clip is heavier than the other hair clips. It's a metal style with a pearl on it. I didn't wear it at the start of the video because it was so heavy. It's a cute hair clip, but not something you can wear for very long. Now for the lip gloss, I really love Flawa Nose lip gloss formulas. They know what they're doing. So, yeah. This lip gloss is slightly different than the previous collections. Like, the moment I put it on my hand, you can see how it's like a watery gel already, whereas the other lip glosses take some time to build up and get that glossy effect, like the Moonlight Mermaid one. This is my favorite lip gloss in the shade Starlight Bubble. I think it will be discontinued soon, but I don't mind it because they will keep bringing back more glosses. I got it in the shade P03. I'm not sure what's the name. I will find it on the website and then show you guys here. This is a new lip gloss, and this is the older one from Moonlight Mermaid. Hey guys, I love them because they have like a glossy film over it. They reflect light so well. They're always so juicy, glowy, make your lips look really plump. So I have nothing bad to say about Flawa Nose lip products. They're always so good. Let me try it out on my lips. You see, like, there was no speeding up, there was no cut. I put it on, I instantly have glossy lips. I know I would like it, but I didn't expect to like it so much. This is not a normal lip gloss, it's a lip plumper. I feel the minty feeling. It's not a tingling feeling, but like a cool minty feeling. I just felt it on my lips, so I realized it's not a normal lip gloss. And this, guys, is my makeup look and haul featuring the new Flawa Nose Shells Jewel collection. I think the collection is very pretty, and I had a lot of fun playing with the makeup products and talking to you guys and introducing you guys something that I'm very passionate about. So I hope you guys had fun watching as well. Let me know in the comments down below which products in this collection are you interested in. I hope you guys have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Now I'll see you in my next video. Bye!